Hi, everybody. I told you earlier in the week I would have some obituaries, and here's one for, you see the name Shirley Alice Lowry Morgan. You see the birth and the death date. She died a week before I'm recording this video and releasing it. She went by Alice, and she was a distant cousin of mine. She was my third cousin. She was my grandma Francine Rob's first cousin. And we weren't just distant in that regard. She lived in Kansas. I lived in Colorado. We didn't see each other all the time. In fact, the first time I remember meeting her, I was 13 years old, and it was opening day of the NFL season, and she wasn't the biggest sports fan, but Cousin Alice let me talk her ear off about football and some baseball, too. I threw some of that in as well. Imagine that, me talking about sports all the time, of course. Stunner. But anyway, she was a very good listener, and the other times we'd run into each other, she'd give me a big hug and ask how everything was going, and kind of sad I didn't get to see her all the time. Again, we lived in different states, and a few times there were chances for us to meet, but I was doing other things, just the way that cookie crumbled sometimes. But she was so kind. She'd check in on me on social media all the time. She'd wish me happy birthday when that came around. Whenever I'd mention an accomplishment of mine on social media, she'd congratulate me on it, or at the very least react to it. And another example of how kind she was, not just the way she treated me. As you see here, graduated from Moline High School, and I'm not showing the whole obituary because I don't want any copyright infringement or anything. No copyright infringement intended, but she went to alumni reunions at Moline High School for over 60 years. That's how much she loved the place and loved people. Pretty amazing, and I wondered, when I found out from another cousin of mine a couple weeks ago, she talked to my dad and told my dad that Alice was in the hospital. She was having heart and kidney issues and was in intensive care, and I wondered if that would be the end of it, and unfortunately, it was. It was my cousin Alice, a loving mother, a loving figure to everyone she met, is dead at the age of 82. I thank all of you for watching, and a little later today I'm going to record and release another video, and it's another obituary video. It was delayed a couple of days. When I tell the story, you'll see why it was delayed a couple of days, and let's just say this next former living thing I'm going to talk about is in Alice's hands. That's what one of her daughters said to me on social media, that this other living thing I'm going to talk about later this afternoon, early this evening, is in Alice's hands now. And I certainly hope that's true. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you a little later today. But certainly you can watch this and all these videos I have whenever you want. As always, take care, and goodbye, Cousin Alice.